who's West Ham's most underrated and overrated player, and much more in this West Ham news show. Welcome back to West Ham Unofficial. I hope you are all well. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, if you're going to enjoy today's video. So what I'm going to be doing in today's video then is, so I'm going credit for this video goes to this Twitter page here, Senior Senior Suchek, who's come up with this idea. So credit to you. Thank you very much. I've nicked your idea for this, so I hope you don't mind. I'm going to be giving, as you can see there, West Ham's best player, worst player, favourite player, most overrated player, most underrated player, and I've gone for the best under 23 player as well. So yeah, it should be good. So this is my personal preference. I'm going to get straight on in with it. Later on, I'm going to be discussing some overall West Ham news that's come out as well. So stick around for that at the end of this video. So, I mean, there's no brainer for the start, isn't there? There is absolutely no brainer. Best player has got to go to the one, the only Declan Rice. He is by far West Ham's best player. And, you know, we have got some fantastic players, but he is on another level. For the age, he's shown it again this season. Shame he wasn't there for the whole season. Had a little bit of an injury at the end, but that was inevitable because he's playing every single game, week in, week out. He is the spine of our team. He's not only the spine of our midfield, he's the spine of our whole team. I'm sure he's good for squad morale as well. He is a driving force, and you know, we did fall away a little bit in the back end of this at the back end of last season, and that was because it wasn't because anything else. It was because we didn't have Declan Rice in there, and that was the story. Because you know, that first game, that Newcastle game, I'm convinced we probably would have won that if we didn't if we had Declan Rice in there, because you know he is the centre point of everything, whether it's defensively, attackingly. Him and Thomas Souček have got it. They've got it in the bag. They've got the understanding, and it's going to be very interesting to see on Tuesday Thomas Souček versus Declan Rice. But an absolute no-brainer that our best player is Declan Rice, from one extreme right to the other, in my opinion, from the best player to the worst player. Now, some of you won't agree with this, but you all know what's coming. You all know what's coming. He's banging in the goals for Ukraine, but still, worst player, I've gone for Andriy Yarmolenko, and this is going off club performances, as I've said there, because I mean, he's lighting up for Ukraine. I think it was James Fever put on Twitter, he's a machine for Ukraine. He's a washing machine for West Ham. I didn't really mind him, but what really did it for me was that Stockport FA Cup game. You know, yes, it was bad conditions. Yes, he's probably not played in those awful conditions before. You know, the pitch was really muddy. It was chucking it down with rain. It wasn't ideal for his flicks, step overs, and tricks, but he just couldn't be bothered. He was like tiptoeing his way out of the mud. He just couldn't be bothered anywhere. And I went, no, I'm not having this at West Ham. Not a chance. I'm backing this man. You've got to play. For me to earn the shirt, you've got to play. And you've got to earn the shirt. You've got to play really, really well, in my opinion. And you know, we haven't really seen that from Andriy Yarmolenko this season. I thought, obviously, he's created memories, getting that goal in the 87th, 89th minute to beat Chelsea that time back in July. But yeah, this season, I think when he's come in, he's just had no impact. And I mean, I couldn't look past anyone else. I saw some people going Ben Johnson. I think that's a bit harsh on him. He's played in central midfield and left back, which are two of his not favoured positions. He's a right back and he's being portrayed at left back, so it's a bit harsh on him. Yes, Ben Johnson has been fantastic, but he's still young and he's playing in a completely wrong position, so I didn't get that somebody going for Ben Johnson. And for me, I couldn't look past Andriy Yarmolenko, I'm afraid. My favourite player, there's so many to choose from. I could have easily gone for Craig Dawson, to be honest with you. I mean, you could have chosen Souček, Rice, I mean, Ogbonna, Cresswell, all of these players, Antonio. It's just your personal preference, and my personal preference this season has been Vladimir Coufal. Just what a man. I mean, £5 million, as we keep saying, absolutely fantastic. One of the signings of the season. I think he's really, really impressed all of us. The best right back I've seen in my time supporting West Ham. The best right back that you know, quite a few West Ham fans have ever seen in their time. And just just the way it's Souček and Coufal, the two checkmates, they are absolutely fantastic, and that is what I call someone who plays and earns for the shirt, not like Andriy Yarmolenko. This man 100% deserves to be my favourite player of the year, because he overall, since he's come to West Ham, he's just been fantastic. He is a proper defender. He's proper. As the season's gone on, his attacking abilities in the Premier League have come out more, and he's a sole, no nonsense defender, which I really love. No messing around with it at the back. He is no nonsense, and that's what most West Ham fans love about them. And he kept Jack Grealish in his pocket, which, to be honest, he could do on Tuesday if Jack Grealish manages to get himself onto the pitch, but who no. So, favourite player to my overrated player. Now, this this is going to be controversial, because, looking at this season, and I mean, there isn't really someone that's overrated. I could have gone for Yarmolenko, but from a West Ham perspective, I think this man gets hyped up a lot, and I don't see it. It's a Diop. Now, it's hard. It's hard. Yes, this man is young. Yes, this man, blah blah blah. He's got big shoes to fill. I do accept that. When he comes into the side, he replaced the injured Angelo Ogbonna, and that is massive shoes to fill with the season he's had. But when Ogbonna and Dawson are there, I feel safe. I feel like there's not going to be any stupid mistakes. But when you creep in with Diop and Dawson, I'm always, when Diop gets the ball on the edge of the penalty area, or just does anything around the penalty box or around the goal and picks up the ball, I just think, I've just got something inside me that thinks, oh, don't do anything wrong. Where I've got that security, I've got that safe, what's the word? Safe mentality in my mind when Angelo Ogbonna's there. I just feel sometimes he looks a bit disinterested, and I know he's young, but yeah, I just don't feel safe with him there. I'm going to be completely honest with you. With Angelo Ogbonna there, of course, absolutely fantastic, but he'll learn from a player like Angelo Ogbonna. Will he stay at West Ham? I don't know, to be honest, because on David Moyes' wish list, as it were, there is a centre back on there. Whether that's just replacing Fabian Balbuena, but the players we've been linked with have been very, very good players, and not that's going to sit being the third choice. So maybe Issa Diop could be on the sell list for David Moyes this summer. Who knows? I don't know, but yeah, I just feel he's slightly overrated. I think it's pretty harsh, but I've got to pick a overrated player, underrated player. I'm sticking with the defense, and I think Aaron Cresswell. Now, this is another controversial one, because I think this player has been superb this season. I think people really don't recognise how much we miss this man when he comes out of the side. When he got injured a couple of times this season, we've just got, well, we haven't got another left back. You can play Ben Johnson there all you like, but he's not a left back. He's a right back. We miss him. He's just he hasn't got any pace. Yes, he can be exposed to quick wingers, but he's overall defensively, he's solid. Another no nonsense player, I think. And going forward, he's one of the best crossers of the ball in the Premier League. I think him, James Ward-Prowse, free kick taker. He can go into that category as well. Bending it in from a corner, bending it in from a cross or a free kick. He is an assist king, and we don't understand how much we miss this man until he comes out of the side. So my underrated player I'm going for is Aaron Cresswell. Fantastic season for you, mate. So moving to the under-23, so my best and favourite under-23 player I've gone for is Mipo Odubeko. This man is a year or two away, maybe a loan spell away in the Championship or League One from being Premier League, from being West Ham quality. And I do believe that, I think he's definitely going to be featuring in some of these, I think, definitely Carabao Cup games, because I think for David Moyes, that's probably going to be the last priority. I think it will probably go Premier League for sure, then probably Europa League, then FA Cup, then Carabao Cup, because obviously all the adding the Europa League is so important. But David Moyes' of course first priority will be the Premier League. But this man will get some game time this season, even though David Moyes has showed this season he doesn't really like using him, because we won't have a choice. We will get an injury here and there, and we we won't have anyone but him because of the amount of games we're going to have to play. But he has lit up the under-23s absolutely immensely this season, and so he is a no-brainer as my favourite. He's just and best under-23 player. He's just got that goal-scoring eye about him, and he's got a big future ahead of him. So there we go. That's that done. Thank you very much to the Twitter page. Let me bring that back on screen there. Sina Suchek. Oh, I think I've butchered that name. Whatever it's called. Thank you very much to you for that idea for this video. But this is a West Ham news show, so it's got to be a bit of news on the end as well. So it has come out. The West Ham United will face the Scottish Premiership club, Dundee, not Dundee United, just Dundee, in a pre-season match at Dens Park on Friday, the 9th of July at 1 p.m. So that will be our first game of pre-season. You know, the first game since we've got that oh so good glory of getting that magic, that absolutely magic, that magic European football, that is for sure. But I was just looking, you know, the Euros haven't finished by then. I can't imagine, unless England miraculously make it to the final, that we will be missing Declan Rice. I can't see that after that Scotland performance. I'm going to be completely honest with you. But you know, we might be a couple of players short due to the Euros, but you know, there you go. So we played Dundee. A negative with that, though, this game will be played without away supporters. So obviously, because the 9th of July is not the cut-off for everything's opening up and all of that jazz. So there'll be no away supporters there. That the Hammers will return to England following the Dundee fixture to contest pre-season matches with Leyton Orient and Northampton Town on Tuesday, the 13th of July. We did this last season as well, so we played 2 games in one day. So the squad split in half, and then they go out to different games. This time we're playing Leyton Orient and Northampton, so you know it's going to be a lot of content on that day. I'm going to have to be watching 2 games at one time. Can I multitask watching West Ham? We're just going to have to wait and see. And then we play Reading on the 21st of July before returning up to David Moyes' home country of Scotland to face Celtic at Parkhead on Saturday the 24th of July, which is our final, I believe, pre-season game before the Premier League kicks off again. And you know, couple of games in, we have the Europa League draw as well. Everything will be going on in terms of West Ham. Hopefully we can all be back in the stadiums again. Won't that be good to start off the season? So obviously that's the 24th of July, and then seeking to build on West Ham's impressive 6th place finish last season, David Moyes' men will kick off the season with a trip to Newcastle at St James's Park. That was originally due to be played on the 14th of August, but will now commence at 2 p.m. on Sunday the 15th of August because Sky Sports have took it. So that is going to be on a Super Sunday, I bet, at 2 p.m. On the 15th of August. So we've got between the 24th and the 15th with no games to prepare for the Premier League season, to prepare for 50-odd games. What a season it's going to be. What a season it's going to be. But to round off then, just going to talk a little bit about Mikel Antonio, who's been put in that, I believe it's a 50-man provisional squad for Jamaica's Gold Cup campaign. So there you go. There's a few recognisable names there. As you can see there, Leon Bailey over the other side right there, Andre Gray from Watford, but Mikel Antonio has finally been put in the squad for Jamaica, provisional squad. I'd like to think that he'd make it in. I mean, there isn't too many more recognisable players in there, so I'd like to think he'd make it in to the full squad for the Gold Cup. Good news for him. Just treat him rightly, Jamaica, and please don't get him injured. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here. Thank you very much for watching all 13, nearly 14 minutes of this. And from me, come on, you eyes, and we'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.